Our Allie Martin has been with the crowds in Tupelo.
That's right. He joins us now live with more on today's rally.
Thank you. We are here at Tupelo Regional Airport. The rally wrapped up about 30 minutes ago. President Trump landed on Air Force One about 4:20. He spoke for about an hour. He was here on the ground for about an hour, and during that time, his main message was telling all the supporters to get out and vote for Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. He brought Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith up on the platform with him. He also brought Senator Lindsey Graham with him, just encouraging people to get out and vote. There was a big crowd. The frigid temperatures didn't keep people away. There was a good mix in the crowd, young people, older people, even a lot of kids who missed school to come here to the rally. President Donald Trump stepped off of Air Force One with Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith for the rally at Tupelo Regional Airport. A crowd estimated at 8,000 to 10,000 was on hand for the first visit to Tupelo by a sitting president in 84 years. The president touted his conservative policies and threw his support behind Senator Hyde-Smith.
You know what the new slogan is? So it's Make America Great Again, right? New slogan is Keep America Great.
Senator Hyde-Smith spoke to the crowd along with Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant and South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who flew in with President Trump. For many in the crowd, the big draw was the chance to be a part of Tupelo history. This was only the city's second visit by a sitting president. It's not every day you see a president. What do you think of it?
I loved it. It was great.
So you were able to miss school for this?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I'm glad.
He was the one that was telling us, Mom and Dad, you're going to get us tickets to go see Trump. And I said, yes, so we did.
Do you think you'll remember this for a long time?
Yes, I'll remember this my whole life.
All right, President Trump and Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith on their way to Biloxi. And once again, the main message from the president for folks to get out and vote tomorrow for Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. The runoff is tomorrow. Polls open from 7 until 7. For now, we're live in Tupelo. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Shooting at a Shannon convenience store leaves 2 people dead, including the alleged gunman. Investigators are at the scene on Highway 45. WCBI's Allie Martin is also there. Allie, what can you tell us?
That's right. Authorities say a domestic dispute led to the shooting here at Griggs Gas and Grocery on Old Highway 45. The store was full of customers, including a Shannon police officer, when the chaos broke out. Now, it was shortly before 6 o'clock this morning when a female walked into the store. She bought food and went back to her car. Seconds later, witnesses say, authorities, that the woman came running back inside in a panic. The female claims someone was trying to harm her, and at that time, the woman's boyfriend came into the store. The female hid behind a Shannon police officer. Witnesses say the suspect pulled a gun, standing nose to nose with the officer, and reached around the officer, pointing the gun at the female.
Fired several rounds, and it was a fatal shot to the female that had previously came into the store. At that particular time, the police officer returned fire, and it was a fatal shot that took out the suspect that came in and did the shooting.
Now, no one else inside the store was hurt. The Shannon Police Department has turned over the investigation to the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation because it was an officer-involved shooting. The MBI Mobile Crime Lab is on site. I'm going to move out of the way. You can see still an active scene documenting evidence inside. Also, extra officers were called out here to deal with a large crowd that had gathered. There was folks from the victims and the suspect's family. You can imagine it was a very emotional, tense scene. Now, we hope to have official confirmation of the identities of the suspect and the victim later on. For now, we're live in Shannon. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Allie.
Afternoon, and thanks for watching WCBI Midday. Firemen from across Pontotoc County and nearby areas continue to battle a major fire at a Pontotoc County furniture plant. At least one building on the American Furniture Complex is heavily damaged as a result of the morning blaze. Our Allie Martin is standing by live with the very latest. Allie?
That's right, a major fire certainly taking place here at American Furniture in Pontotoc County. Now, the call came in about 7:15. Employees were here on site. They actually saw a fire and called it in. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the fire spread from one building to another. It jumped a firewall, and firefighters have been out here all morning. They are doing a valiant effort to keep the fire contained. Now, joining me is Mr. Adam Paxton. He's a fire coordinator, and you're also, I believe, looking at exclusive drone video, WCBI drone video of the fire. Mr. Paxton, thank you for being with us. Now, this fire has caused a lot of issues. The main issue is the lack of water. Is that safe to say, Mr. Patton?
Yes, sir. The water supply in this area is very low. We're having to do extensive shuttle operations from about 5 different hydrant locations to supply the trucks with the water here on the scene.
Any idea how many firefighters are here? You've got volunteer firefighters, Pontotoc, you said 80 or 100 different firefighters here on site.
Yes, sir. We have around 80 to 100 firefighters on site. We have approximately 20 fire departments represented from Pontotoc County, Union, Lee County, Chickasaw, and Calhoun.
We can see behind you, and also from our aerial view, the ladder truck. They're having to bring the water from different locations, put it in a pool or a pond, and use that to fight the fire, because there's really no hydrants around here. Is that safe to say?
That is correct. The hydrant locations are not close enough to the site to be feasible, so we are shuttling water in here and dumping it in a dump tank, which then we're pumping it in the trucks and in the ladder.
This is not the first time a fire has happened at this location. 10 years ago, you were out here then, right?
Yes, February 2008, we had a fire at the same facility.
Yes, sir. And just to let folks know, about 700 people work here at American Furniture. The research and development building, what other buildings have been affected here as far as you know?
As of right now, we have stopped the progress of the fire. We stopped the fire before it got to the office area and also the shipping and receiving area. To my knowledge, the storage area where they keep the finished product along with the parts of the meal, it's okay at the time.
Very good. All right, luckily no one was injured, but firefighters will be out here for 5 or 6 hours trying to keep this blaze under control. For now, we're in Pontotoc County. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Allie Martin reporting. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Attention teachers. Yes, sir. Please have your way.
Wow. I feel tingling. Wow.
Springtime brings festival season to the area, and one of the biggest and longest running hits the tracks this weekend. The 40th annual Amory Railroad Festival is underway. Our Allie Martin is there to get a start on all the fun and, of course, the apple fritters. They're so good.
Thank you. It is a beautiful day here in Amory. We are here at the Railroad Festival. This is the 40th annual Railroad Festival here in Amory. With me is Pastor Corey Hill. Pastor Corey Hill, this is a big event for Amory, isn't it?
Yes, it's a very wonderful event, and the food booths that you see here are churches of the area. Church families come together, a wonderful time for the families. They bring their children, their safety, and a very wonderful occasion.
Now tonight there'll be music. There's going to be music at the stage just to our left. To our right, there's a bunch of rides, all kinds of arts and crafts and vendors, something for the whole family. And food is a big draw here. One of the biggest attractions right here, look, these apple fritters. Now, Bethel Apostolic Church, y'all have been doing this for 40 years, ever since it started. How did it all start?
Well, my wife actually came up with the idea of apple fritters, and she developed the recipe. Being a Mississippi country girl, she wanted her own recipe, and that is her recipe. And
This is incredible.
She began that 38 years ago, and cooking in a little single gas cooker to this. It has grown immensely and is really the centerpiece of the Amory Railroad Festival.
You know, when you talk about the Railroad Festival, people always say apple fritters. This is the only place you can get these, only once a year.
True.
That's right. And this goes, but besides it being just great food, I think they're going to have this in heaven one day. This supports missions work, right? Tell us about that. These apple fritters.
Yes, it does. It helps support a children's home in Nepal. It helps support, it actually built a church in Okata, Nicaragua, and other missions work. That's just typical, but it all goes for good causes and missions in various avenues to reach people and help families throughout the world, literally.
Do you get to sample any of these?
Occasionally I have to do it.
Very good. All right, well, we had a big workout this morning with your nephew, so I'm eating an apple fritter because of that. Folks, come out tonight, come out Friday. The kids get off of school for this. Saturday and Sunday, Amory Railroad Festival. We're going to send it back to you in the studio. This is good.